Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's almost the end of January 2023 and as a first message I want to wish you all a very happy new year. I'm sorry that I was absent in the months of December and for the most part of January, but there have been some personal issues here and it has drained me. Mentally and physically, I must say, and I wasn't in the mood for coloring. I had zero energy for it. I'm still struggling, but a bit slow. I'm starting to pick it up again. But I thought for a new video it would be a lovely idea to show my favorite pictures that I've colored in the past year, so in 2022. Don't worry, these aren't the only books I will be showing. There are a few extra here. So I'm going to dive straight in. I haven't counted how many pictures there were. And there are also not in a special order. It's just I've grabbed some books and looked through them. And so I'm just in random order showing what I liked coloring. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's not a new... no, there are no new pictures to be shown, unfortunately, but I do hope that a recap of 2022 and my personal highlights will be nice to look at as well. So the first book is The Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson, and I'm holding this quite not pretty outlined. One thing that hasn't changed is the thinking on words from my part. So the first page that I wanted to show was this one. And I particularly like this one because of the background being soft, almost like a pastel color. And then of course the shimmery details. I do hope the camera is picking everything up. So there are stickles, there's some glossy accents, I think on this bug type thing, yep. I really like how her hair came out. And yeah, it was a really nice picture to work on. And the end result I like a lot. Especially since the background is quite soft and she isn't very harsh in colors, but she pops out of the golden frame. So, and that's what I liked about it. And her hair is a bit fading into the background, and I like that as well. So definitely one of my favorites of last year. I did this in it's written down here on the bottom, but I'm standing against the light and I think it's January, but I'm not sure. But I've checked them all, they're 2022 pictures. The next I will be showing is from the third coloring book by April, The Moments Wholly for Yourself. And I think I've selected a few. Was this one of them? I think so. And the reason because is just very stupidly those jeans that she's wearing. I really like that there's glitter on her jeans and her socks, everything is highlighted here. Yeah, I don't know. I really like how this girl turned out in this picture. And of course there's some glitter as well, but I do hope it will be picked up here and there. And I wonder if I did this with watercolor pencils. It's possible. I'm going to take a sneak peek. I didn't tag my pages, but I know I enjoyed working on this as well. And what I like about this one especially is the plant that stands behind her. I've done that with paint. And I really like the, I hope I can, yeah, that's better. I like the darker parts of the paint and then fade it out all the rest. It has a special effect, I think. So I really like how this came out. And she has some glittery red shoes. Yes, it's a bit visible, not super much, but yeah. It's quite a grey day here. It's not sunny at all, so some things won't be showing as much as in other weather conditions. The Cute and Creepy coloring book by Camilla Derrico. I really like working in her books. She has this very specific art style and you can go so creative with her books. I really love it. And one of my favorite pictures is this one. The creepy nurse. I don't think I want to be on ER when she's on duty. But I really liked splattering my blood around on her. Not my blood, but the paint that has to be envisioned like blood. I was super afraid by doing so, and especially the scar on her mouth that was pre-drawn. I really was a bit anxious to mess the picture up, but in the end I really like how she turned out. And I like the fact that I wiped my background a bit as well. It's like she's coming to look through a hole, just like Jack Nicholson in the Stephen King movie. The name is escaping me. I love the film. I can't think of it anymore. But I'm sure that the Stephen King fans will know which movie I mean, with little Danny and then the dad that is a janitor in a hotel, but I really can't think of the name. Oh well, this reminds me of that movie. And then there was another one that I really liked, and it's also because I could go wild with some paint and blood, and that was on her. I based it initially with, I think, watercolor markers or something like that, and it was not very colorful, and yeah, it didn't appeal to me that much. But after coloring in and finishing everything, I really like how this one turned out. So we'll be working quite a lot more in her books in the future. I'm going to no, this is an oldie one. I didn't like that as much, this either. So the two that I had chosen yesterday when deciding which ones would be shown in the video, I'm sticking with those. The next one is in Sagar och Sagner by Emily Lydehall Oberg, and I did two in this one that I really liked. The first, I'm going to grab the first to show first, of course. Where are you? Yes, it's this one. I really like the soft background of this one, the soft colors in a whole, and I'm going to zoom in or lift my book. I can't zoom very decent with my phone, but I was really so proud of my fur. And every other detail with the white gel pen is so popping, and yeah, I like the color combination for the flowers and the blue ones here and everything. The whole composition was really, yeah, how I wanted it to be, and yeah, it turned out really beautiful, I think. And since I was afraid of coloring in fur, I was super happy with how my little deer turned out. So, and the next one is another one with fur, and that's my traveling bear. And it is quite in November, so quite late in the year. And I'm going to move my book up again so you can have a better look at the fur. I've painted out his pattern on the sweater, and I've added some gouache and glitter on top, so he has a glittery sweater. Yeah, really like how this one turned out as well. The colors are quite vivid, and yeah, loved working on this one. So that were those two. Then we are moving to the jewelry box by Hannah Carlson. And then I'm going to take a look which one that I have chosen. Maybe I should have tagged them, but well. Oh yes, it's this one. I'm going to take a sneak peek if there was another one, because I can't remember, but I don't think so. I think this was the only one that really was making me super happy. Yeah, it's this one. The only one in this book. I really like this glowing effect. I did do a video on how I color something in like this. If I'm not mistaken, but I think I did, because once there was a sweet lady mailing me her version of this picture. She had used other colors, but she followed my way of coloring in. So yeah, it was super nice to see. And yeah, it's really like the tree is glowing, and I like this very much. Oops, I'm sorry for the bump. Also some stickles here and there, but it's not picking up quite as well. Oh, here we go a bit. Yes, here. Magic around the orange flowers. Here, very soft. And of course my birds have a stickle back. Really like this one. And I'm very sorry if my images go blurry from time to time, but it's due to my phone. I love my phone. It's a very nice one, but I can't do everything like you could with a camera, I suppose. So the next one is In the Adventures of Pinocchio by Fabiana Attanasio. And this is by far my most favorite picture that I've colored in my whole coloring career, I think. And it's this one. I'm so in love with this picture. I really like how soft Geppetto's beard and everything is looking. I like the way the waves turned out, because I was really afraid of doing them. And yeah, the only thing that I maybe don't like is this candle holder thing, and maybe I had to use some softer color. But on the other hand, now there is a bit of a popping color, and that's nice as well. I also was afraid of doing that wooden boat, but it turned out okay. and he's so nice. Also painted his clothing with gouache. And this compass has some glossy accents. Yep, super proud of this one. Really like this so much. Yep, that was this one. Then we are going to Daydreams, and this one holds an, if I'm not mistaken, because Hannah has such a large amount of books, but I think this one holds my double page spread that I did, and it took quite some time. Yep, here they are. Did them in April 2022, and wow, if I look at this, I can't believe that I was a colorist, because I like the hair, I like how their face turned out. The background is a bit special. I try to, or no, I don't try to do the backgrounds always the same, but I always end up doing them a bit like this. I don't know why, but I think my backgrounds always look quite the same or familiar with each other, but on the other hand, this one is really, it's letting them pop. So yeah, especially her black hair. I'm so in love with her hair. And I did use some stickles on it as well, but very subtle, in a very subtle way. I hope you can see it. And of course the earrings have some metallic paint. You can see the stickles here, very softly. So she has a bit of a magical hair. So now on to the next one. Another by Emily Liddell Allberg, the Fairy Tales coloring book. I did one in here that I really liked, also because it was quite a soft picture in colors, and it's this one. I think it's supposed to be the Cinderella dress because of the little mice, and yeah, I like my pearls here. I like that there's kind of hidden paint in the dress. It's only visible when you flip the page. Yeah, it has everything. The flowers I did was also nice to do. Here on the bottom. Oh, it's a page with effect. And my pearls have some glossy accents, as you can see on top. So yeah, this was really a nice one to work on as well. And unfortunately, this is only one in here because all my other pictures are quite old. There's only one that I really like here, or more than others. And that's this one, but this is from 2019, so it couldn't count in this video, but this is one of my favorites of this book. But I still have a lot to do in this one. But I'm not complaining because I love this book. Then we have The Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle, and it's weird, but all of my favorite pictures are almost always in a hardback book. There are only a few soft back books, but most of them are hardbacks. It's really strange, but yeah. Maybe it has to do with the paper quality, I'm not sure. And the one that I liked here was this one. It's simple and yet it has something. I like the bit of glowing flowers. The cage has been painted with gold ink, and that has a bit of a vintage look. I like the little butterflies, the simplicity of the background with the inks. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm going to lift it up a bit, and I have to hold it diagonally, or I don't know how to say it otherwise, but otherwise I'm bumping my tripod. So yes, I'm super happy with how this one turned out as well. It's just such a pure picture, pure way of drawing by Maria. Yeah, I loved it. Loved working on this one. And then the last one is in Le Grand Classique Art Déco Tome 2. So the second volume in the Great Classics by Disney, Hatchet Heroes. And it's quite obvious which one that I did. It's the one on the other side of this page. And it's the front cover, in fact. I've painted my page with acrylic paint and made some wavy things. I don't know how to name them. And then yeah, I've colored in my Arial, and for every bubble I've used some metallic paints. I'm going to try and I hope it will be a bit obvious if I flip my pages, but it will be difficult, I think. And you can also see the stickles on the left on her fin. But it was really relaxing to do all those bubbles in metallic paint. Super relaxing, and I was so happy with how it turned out. I like how the stars are popping on her hair, and yeah, loved working on this one. So this concludes my favorite pages of 2022. I really hope you've liked it. I hope I can film new colored pictures soon, but I will see how it goes. If my energy stays that low, it can take a while. Yeah, but maybe I can come up with some other ideas for videos. But for now, I really hope you've liked watching this one. I wish you all the very best, and I'll see you soon, I hope. Thank you for watching. Bye.